My friend, one day you will become rich, truly rich. Not only in the money you earn, but in your peace of mind, your freedom, and the quiet confidence that comes from becoming the person you were always meant to be. You will reach that point where you no longer have to chase survival, where your life begins to feel like your own. You will look around and realize that the things you once dreamed of are now in your hands. You will walk with a calm strength, not because you want to impress others, but because you know what you've been through to get here. You will talk differently, not to show off, but because your words will carry experience, not opinion. You will think differently because your mind will no longer live in fear, but in focus, discipline, and peace. And when that day comes, when you finally begin to rise, you'll feel something inside, a deep desire to tell the world that you made it. You'll want to show everyone who once ignored you, doubted you, or laughed at you that you finally won. It's human nature. We all want to be seen, to be recognized, to be understood. But that desire can be dangerous. Because the moment you announce your success, you invite both light and shadow. Some people will celebrate you, but others will secretly envy you. Some will cheer, but others will quietly wish you fail. The truth is, not everyone around you will be happy to see you succeed. And that is why, my friend, when you finally become rich in money, peace, or wisdom, tell no one. Let your silence be your armor. Let your growth be your answer. And let your peace speak louder than your words. 1. Silence protects you from jealousy. When you start growing, you'll notice something interesting. Not everyone will be happy for you. Some people will smile and congratulate you, but behind that smile, there may be jealousy and comparison. They will ask questions about your success. How did you do it? Or, what's your secret? But not because they truly want to learn. Deep down, they want to measure themselves against you. They don't want to grow with you. They just want to make sure you're not doing better than them. This is the silent poison of jealousy, and it exists even among family, friends, and people you once trusted. Success changes everything, not just your life, but the way others see you. When you rise, your growth reflects the parts of others that haven't grown yet. Your progress makes them see their own lack of effort. Your confidence reminds them of their fear. Your achievements remind them of the dreams they gave up on. And instead of being inspired, many become uncomfortable. Some will even become bitter because your success highlights their insecurities. This is why, my friend, silence is your protection. The richest and wisest people in the world have learned this lesson early. They don't need to shout about what they have. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. They let their actions speak quietly. They understand that peace and privacy are far more valuable than public attention. You'll never see them explaining themselves to doubters or defending their success to critics. They know that once you start justifying your wins, you give power to those who never helped you. Silence is not weakness, it's a shield. When you stay quiet about your success, no one can twist your words or use your story against you. No one can secretly plot to take away what you've built. The more you reveal, the more vulnerable you become. But when you move in silence, people can only guess, and that keeps you safe. So when you get rich, whether it's in money, peace, love, or knowledge, stay humble. Don't feel the need to announce every victory. Let your lifestyle whisper, not shout. Let people see your glow, not your grind. Remember, silence protects blessings. What's private grows stronger, and what's exposed often gets attacked. The louder you are, the more attention you attract, and not all attention is good. So protect your success with silence, and let your peace be your greatest display of power. 2. People change when you change. In life, my friend, you will see something strange. The way people treat you will depend on what you have, not who you are. When you have nothing, People will often treat you like you're invisible. They will laugh at your dreams, ignore your ideas, and tell you to be realistic. They will say things like, "That's impossible," or "You're dreaming too big." You'll notice that when you're struggling, people act like they're wiser than you. They'll give advice they never followed and make you feel small for wanting something more. They'll make it seem like your ambition is a problem. But don't be discouraged. This is just how human nature works. When you finally begin to succeed, those same people will change. Suddenly, the ones who once ignored you will start noticing you. They'll act like they always believed in you. They'll say things like, "I always knew you'd make it," or "You were always different." But you'll remember how they treated you when you had nothing. You'll remember the laughter, the doubts, and the way they disappeared when you needed support. You'll realize that people respect results, not effort. Most people only believe in what they can see, not in what you're building quietly. That's why you must be careful. Those who only love you when you win never really loved you. They loved what you could give them: attention, pride, or status. They didn't love your heart, they loved your results. When you understand this truth, you stop trying to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to go back and show them your success. You don't need to announce that you've made it. Because their attention is temporary, and their validation is empty. Instead, remember the ones who stood beside you when you were nothing. The ones who supported you when your dreams looked impossible. The ones who believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. These are your real people, your silent supporters, your true friends, your inner circle. They don't need to see your wealth to believe in your worth. So when you get rich, don't make a show out of it. Don't waste time trying to prove your value to those who once doubted you. Let them wonder. Let them guess. Let your silence be your message. Real people will already know. And everyone else? They don't deserve front row seats to your success story. 3. Rich is not just money. When I say get rich, my friend, I don't only mean money. Because money by itself is not real wealth, it's only a tool. True richness is freedom. It's the power to live life on your own terms. It's waking up every morning without rushing, without fear, without pressure. It's being able to spend your time doing what you love and being surrounded by people who give you peace, not stress. Real wealth is not measured by the size of your house, but by the calmness in your heart. It's not about how much you earn, but how much you enjoy your life. There are many people who have millions in the bank, but they are poor in spirit. They live in big houses but feel empty inside. They wear expensive clothes but carry invisible pain. They have luxury but no love. They can buy anything they want except peace of mind. You see them smiling in public, but when they're alone, they can't sleep. They've gained the world, but lost their soul in the process. So ask yourself, is that real success? Is that real wealth? True richness is having peace when others are anxious. It's having gratitude when others are complaining. It's having a purpose that gives meaning to your life. Real wealth is when you can look in the mirror and say, "I'm proud of who I'm becoming." It's when you have fewer worries, more wisdom, and a heart full of contentment. That's a kind of wealth money can never buy. But here's the thing, when you become rich in peace, in love, in wisdom, don't talk too much about it. Protect your inner wealth the same way you protect your money. If you keep showing people your peace, some will try to disturb it. If you show them your love, some will try to break it. If you show them your happiness, some will secretly wish to take it away. Not everyone around you wants to see you calm and happy. Some are more comfortable when you're struggling like them. So keep your peace private. Keep your love quiet. Keep your gratitude to yourself. Your inner peace is sacred, and not everyone deserves to know about it. Don't let the noise of the world destroy your calm heart. Stay humble, stay grounded, and remember, real richness is not what you show, but what you feel inside. 4. The power of mystery. There's something deeply powerful about mystery, about being unpredictable, unreadable, and quietly confident. When people don't know what you have, they can't control you. When they can't predict your next move, they can't stop you. That's why mysterious people always seem powerful. They move differently. They don't reveal everything they're thinking, and they don't share every plan they make. They let their silence do the talking. While others are busy showing off their lives, the mysterious person is busy creating a life that doesn't need to be shown. In today's world, almost everyone is addicted to showing off. People post everything online: their cars, vacations, relationships, promotions, and even their future plans. But what does that really bring? A few likes, a few compliments, and behind the screen, a few silent enemies who start comparing, judging, or secretly wishing to see them fail. The truth is, the more you show, the more you expose. The more you reveal, the easier it becomes for others to interfere. What people don't know, they can't ruin. And what they can't see, they can't destroy. That's why real winners stay low-key. They don't need validation. They don't need to prove anything. They focus on building, not broadcasting. While others waste time talking about their dreams, they spend their energy turning those dreams into reality. You'll never see them explaining their every step because they understand that silence creates strength. When no one knows what you're doing, no one can block your path. When no one sees your progress, your growth becomes unstoppable. So when you get rich in money, wisdom, peace, or purpose, keep it private. Don't post about it. Don't announce your next move. Don't share your plans until they've already succeeded. Let people see the results, not the process. The process is sacred. It's where your real strength is built. Protect it from opinions, envy, and negativity. A quiet life is not a boring life. It's a safe and powerful one. Mystery creates respect. People can't attack what they don't understand. They can't compete with what they can't see. So learn the art of being mysterious. Let your silence confuse those who expected you to explain yourself. Let your actions surprise those who doubted you. Remember, storms make noise, but growth happens quietly. Live privately, move silently, and let your success speak for you. Because the less they know, the more powerful you become. 5. Don't seek validation. Many people want to tell the world they're successful because deep down, they still crave validation. They want others to see their progress, to finally recognize their worth, and to hear words like, "Wow, you did it," or "I'm proud of you." That desire comes from an old wound, the times when they were ignored, doubted, or laughed at. Now that they've achieved something, they want to prove that they were right all along. But here's the truth. My friend, the moment you try to prove something to others, you give them power over you. You become trapped again, not by failure this time, but by approval. If your happiness depends on other people's reactions, then you are not truly free. Because the same people who praise you today might criticize you tomorrow. Their attention is temporary. Their opinions change with time. If your peace rises and falls with their applause, you'll spend your life chasing approval instead of living with purpose. Validation feels good, but it's a dangerous addiction. It keeps you performing for the world instead of growing for yourself. My friend, you don't need anyone's approval. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Your success, your progress, your peace, these things are between you and your purpose, not between you and the crowd. When you truly grow, you stop explaining yourself. You stop arguing with people who will never understand your vision. You stop posting every achievement just to get likes or attention. You begin to realize that real confidence doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need to be seen. It can be felt in your calmness, your peace, and your quiet determination. True confidence is silent. It doesn't need to show off. It doesn't need validation because it already knows its value. The strongest people don't shout their success. They live it. They walk in peace, knowing they don't owe anyone an explanation for their choices, goals, or lifestyle. So the next time someone asks how much you earn, simply smile and say, "Enough." When they ask what you do, say, "Something I love." That's all you owe them. You don't need to explain your life to anyone who wasn't part of your struggle. That's what real richness means: freedom from opinions. The moment you stop seeking validation, you start living authentically. You stop performing and start being. And that is when you experience true peace, the kind that doesn't depend on who claps for you, but on who you become in silence. 6. Protect your energy. My friend, the richer you become, not only in money, but in wisdom, peace, and self-awareness, the more people will notice you. They'll feel your light even before you speak. Some will be drawn to it with good intentions. They'll admire your growth, seek your guidance, and feel inspired by your discipline. But others will come with hidden motives to drain your energy, to take your focus, to slow you down. That's why when you rise, you must protect your energy as carefully as you protect your wealth. As you grow, your energy becomes your most valuable currency. You will realize that peace of mind is worth more than a luxury car, and focus is worth more than any expensive watch. Because peace allows you to think clearly, and focus allows you to build the life you want. But the world will try to steal both from you. People will gossip, compare, and distract. Some will even pretend to care, just know your secrets. That's when you must remind yourself not everyone deserves access to your energy. Don't explain your journey to people who never supported your climb. Don't waste your breath defending your dreams to those who never believed in them. The truth is, no one can understand your path unless they've walked your miles, and most people haven't. So why give them the power to question your steps? When you spend energy convincing others of your worth, you lose the peace you worked so hard to build. Stay calm instead. Let silence speak. Let results prove your dedication. Protecting your energy doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. It means being wise. Be kind, but don't be available to everyone. Be generous, but not to those who take without giving back. Be open, but not exposed. Surround yourself with people who bring calm, not chaos. People who feed your mind, not drain your soul. Because your environment shapes your energy, your time, your attention, your peace. These are sacred gifts. Every moment you waste on negativity is a moment you lose from your purpose. So from today, guard your mind like a castle and your heart like a diamond. Don't let just anyone enter. You don't owe your energy to everyone who asks for it. Give it to those who deserve it, those who respect it, protect it, and match it. Remember, your energy is gold. Don't give it away for free. 7. Success is a lonely road. No one ever tells you this clearly, but success can feel lonely. Not because you have no one around you, but because you have changed. The person you are today is not the same as the person you were yesterday. Your goals are no longer ordinary. They are bigger, clearer, and more demanding. Your habits are stronger, more disciplined, and more focused. Your thinking has grown deeper, more strategic, and less distracted by trivial matters. And as you evolve, the people around you may no longer align with your journey. The friends and acquaintances you used to spend time with may not understand your mindset anymore. They may still want to gossip, complain, or chase temporary pleasures, while you are focused on growth, learning, and long-term goals. They may still want to party, seek distractions, or avoid responsibility, while you are planning, strategizing, and building a life that reflects your true potential. That's normal, and it's a sign of progress. You don't need to force yourself to fit back into old patterns just to make others comfortable. The price of elevation is isolation. The higher you rise, the fewer people can keep up with your pace. When you rise, not everyone can come with you. Some people will leave, not because they don't care, but because their path doesn't align with yours. Some will misunderstand your choices, your discipline, or your vision. And that's okay. The road to success is not meant to be crowded. It is meant to be walked with intention, purpose, and a focus that sometimes requires solitude. Growth always comes with silence and solitude. It's in those quiet moments, away from distractions, that you learn the most about yourself, your strengths, and your resilience. Use that loneliness as a classroom. Let the silence teach you patience, self-reliance, and focus. Let it sharpen your mind and strengthen your heart. Don't fear being alone. Fear wasting time being surrounded by people who pull you away from your purpose. Because when you truly get rich, whether in money, wisdom, or peace, you'll realize that you were never really alone. You were simply walking a different path, one that few could understand or follow. And that is the beauty of the journey. The more you grow, the more you discover your own strength, your own clarity, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing that your solitude is actually your power. 8. Build quietly, win loudly. There's a secret that many of the world's most successful people understand: the power of building in silence and letting success do the talking. While most people are busy announcing their progress, taking photos of their achievements, or posting every little win on social media, the truly successful are quietly creating, quietly improving, and quietly preparing for the moment when their results will speak louder than words ever could. They understand that action is more important than attention, and that real growth comes from consistent effort, not from public recognition. While others are talking, they are building. While others are explaining, they are creating. The difference is simple. One group is seeking validation, while the other is seeking results. It's not about hiding forever or being secretive for the sake of secrecy. It's about timing, knowing that there is a right moment to reveal your achievements, a moment when the impact of your success is undeniable and impossible to ignore. When you build quietly, your work carries power. When you reveal it, it carries authority. Don't tell people your plans. Don't announce every goal or every step you take. Work on your dreams silently. Let your effort accumulate behind the scenes. Let your skills, knowledge, and resources grow quietly until the day when your success cannot be ignored. There is nothing more impressive than someone who achieves incredible results and surprises everyone with the magnitude of their growth. People will ask, "When did you do all this?" And you will smile, knowing that you achieved it when no one was watching, when no one doubted you, and when no one could interfere. This is the true art of success: quiet work followed by loud results. It is the opposite of chasing attention. It is the opposite of seeking approval. It is the mastery of patience, discipline, and self-control. The person who builds quietly doesn't need to explain themselves. Their results are proof enough. The world may not notice at first, but when it does, the impact is far greater than anything words could ever create. So remember, my friend, success is not about showing how hard you are working while you work. It's about achieving so much that your achievements speak for you. Build quietly, focus relentlessly, and let the world witness your greatness only when you are ready to show it. In this way, your victories are powerful, undeniable, and unforgettable because they are the product of silent dedication and relentless effort. Quiet work, loud results, that is the secret of the truly successful. 9. Money can't buy character. My friend, Getting rich doesn't change who you are, it only reveals who you truly are. Money has a way of amplifying what already exists inside you. If you were generous and kind before you had wealth, money will give you the ability to help more people, to give more, and to make a bigger impact. But if selfishness and arrogance lived in your heart before, wealth will only magnify it. Money is neutral. It is a tool, not a teacher. It does not make a person better or worse, it simply exposes the true nature of their character. That is why building wealth without building character is a dangerous path. Many people chase money and success without thinking about who they are becoming in the process. They focus on status, possessions, and appearances while neglecting the inner values that truly matter. And when that wealth is gone or tested, they realize that all their money could not buy respect, love, or peace of mind. Your character, however, is priceless. It is your legacy, your shield, and your foundation for a meaningful life. While you work to build financial wealth, also work on your inner wealth. Be humble, no matter how much you earn. Humility protects what arrogance destroys. Be grateful for what you have, because gratitude keeps you grounded and reminds you of where you came from. Never look down on those who have less. Remember that you were once in a place where money didn't flow freely. Remember that life is unpredictable and can take everything away in a moment. When you understand this, you will protect your wealth not just with effort, but with character, respect, and gratitude. Riches mean nothing if your soul is poor. People may remember the cars you drove, the clothes you wore, or the luxury you displayed. But that is fleeting. What they will never forget is how you made them feel. Were you kind? Were you generous? Did you lift others as you climbed? That is the real measure of success. Character is permanent. Wealth is temporary. Be known for your integrity, your generosity, and your kindness, not your bank balance. Be respected for your heart, not your wardrobe. Be remembered for how you treated people, not for what you owned. So, as you build your wealth, remember this truth. Money can amplify your life, but it cannot buy character. Protect your soul as fiercely as you protect your assets. Develop gratitude, humility, and kindness. These are the treasures that last long after money is gone. True richness is not measured by your bank account. It is measured by your character, your peace, and the positive impact you leave on the world. That is the highest form of wealth, and it cannot be stolen or taken away. 10. Final words. Let success speak. My friend, when you get rich, tell no one. Not because you fear others, but because you respect your peace. True success is quiet, deliberate, and undisturbed by the opinions of others. It doesn't need applause, likes, or approval. Stay humble, stay focused, and stay grounded. Let your actions speak louder than words, and let your results shine without explanation. When you achieve real growth in money, peace, or wisdom, you no longer need to prove anything. The people who doubted you will notice it on their own, and the ones who truly care will already know. Silence is not emptiness, it is power. Privacy is not hiding, it is protection. By keeping your progress and achievements to yourself, you preserve your peace, your focus, and your energy. You shield yourself from jealousy, envy, and unnecessary interference. Every quiet step you take builds strength, and every calm decision you make brings you closer to a life that cannot be shaken by others. Build quietly, win silently, and let the world find out only when it is too late to stop you. That is the mindset of the truly successful, the disciplined, and the wise. This is the path I teach on English Achieve, where you don't just learn English, You learn life lessons that help you grow, succeed, and stay inspired every day. By following this principle, you understand that success is not measured by who applauds you, but by how peacefully and freely you live your life. Let your actions talk. Let your victories make the noise. And let your silence protect the treasure you've worked so hard to build. That is how you live rich, free, and at peace. And that is the mindset of those who achieve true greatness.